Texas. Meet up with a buddy of mine. Unfortunately, it's not going to be Kyle. He's not going to be in this video. I miss you, bud. But I'm going down to Barksdale, Texas today. A small 6.5 hour drive to meet up with my best man, Troy Hossman. He bought me a little wedding present, and we're going to go on a South Texas ram hunt. We got a couple different rams to choose from, but I think we got a couple of good ones in store. We'll see what the guys got for trail cam picks and whatnot, and pick one out and probably spend way too much money, and but we'll have a good time. It'll be a great experience, and like we're always saying, it's about the experience that you guys take. It's not what you're able to harvest. It's not how big is it. It's if it gets you excited, that's the animal for you. It may not be the biggest one out there. You're not going to get a Boone and Crockett, but you look through and you're glassing up and you see something and it gets your heart racing, that's the one. That's what hunting's all about. It's the experience and being able to share it with friends. So enough of my soapbox. We are on the road and will be for about the next 6.5 hours. This video is going to be the travel day, setup day. When we get there, we'll take the bow out, make sure she's still shooting good. We'll stop here in a little bit. Probably need to get some gas because it's in Narnia where we're headed, and I don't have enough gas to get to Narnia as it is. So we'll get some gas, maybe a couple snacks. But yeah, stay tuned. This will be a little mini series we're gonna do. We'll have travel day set up. I'll show you guys all my gear, what I'm using on the trip. You guys already saw in the intro of this video kind of the packing session, and it may only be for a weekend, but we got a lot of stuff to take since we'll be from what I understand, roughing it a little bit, camping out and sleeping bags. And down there in South Texas, about 105. So if there's a video where you're not seeing me sweat, well, there's not going to be, because it's going to be 105. So y'all stay tuned with us, and hopefully you enjoy the videos, and let us know if you have any questions through the whole time. I'm going to do my best to answer them, and just enjoy some footage with us. And we're going to go lay us down a big old South Texas ram. Stay tuned. So, we just left the gas station in Comanche, Texas. Comanche, Texas is West Texas, Southwest Texas. Not as southwest as you would think, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It had one gas station from what I saw and a high school. So that tells you how many people live in Comanche, Texas.
Continue on Texas 36
you shut
south
up
for a half mile.
I'm trying to talk. Anywho, we're right at about the halfway point. We got 3.5 hours left. Had to stop, stretch my legs. Grabbed a couple snacks. Got some ice for the beer.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 377 south.
So, be there in about 3.5 hours. The next time you'll see me, we'll be pulling to the front gate of Thompson Temple Ranch. Go get us a big one. Made it. I gotta figure out this combination lock, and we'll see what's up. So from what I understand, I got about 2 miles on this gravel path, and we'll be at our Hilton Inn and Suites. Last gate to go through, and we are here. Boom, that's us. Let's go. This looks like home for the next couple days. Hilton Inn and Suites. Just kidding. Colorado Casa. Let's go check it out. We made it. And the first thing I'm noticing is this place is gorgeous. Let's go check it out. Oh, we got some sheds. This is home. Alrighty then. What in God's name? There's something up there. That's a big old boy right there. That's what we're going to try to get our hands on. Huh. Alright. I am real curious as to what is going on up here. Yeah. More beds. We're going to be sleeping right there. Stake a claim, get unpacked, and have some fun. At least we got air conditioning. Let's sit down for this. Always a good idea to make sure you're still on target after a long road trip. Things can happen, bump, your sights come off. You may be solid out to 70 yards, but I mean the tiniest little millimeter, that's going to throw you off inches when it comes out. I don't think we're going to be hunting that far, but always a good idea, whether it's gun or bow, when you get to your hunting destination, you're not going to be traveling anymore. Bring a block, make sure they have a range or something like that. Sight it in, go to 20, 30 yards, feel comfortable with a bow at least, and then you can let it rock from there. So, alright, so we are still waiting on Troy to get here. He said he'd be here around 6:45. It's a little bit past that, so didn't expect to have to drive down 2 miles of gravel road at 3 miles an hour. But until he gets here, I'm going to take the bow out, kind of show you what I'm going to do, what kind of broadheads I'm using, and then we're going to throw the target up and make sure we're good to go. Matthews Tri-X, charcoal gray, drop away rest, 1-pin sight, goes out to 100 yards. Red accessories, as you can see right here, draw 65. I mean, it's a bad boy right here. 28 inches, axle to axle, which is a little shorter than some of the new bows out there, but man, it's compact, it's quiet, it's a sweet deal. So that's the bow. Arrow, we got Carbon Express Maxima Reds, American Express Quick Fletches, 350 grain, and then Luminox on the back. So with the Luminox and the Blazer and the broadhead, we're looking right around 450 grains. Now, I was going to use, see if y'all can see that, the G5 Montec this weekend. I have them all laced up, ready to go, and I realized that I forgot to sight them in. Fixed head broadheads, at least in my experiences, don't fly like field points, so you have to tune your bow to them. I don't have that kind of time. So this weekend I will be shooting the, set this down, the 2-blade Rage Hypodermic, which looks like that when it's open. 2-inch cutting diameter. I've killed a lot of things with this. It'll have no problem putting it down. I was really going to try to shoot fixed broadheads this week, or this season, and I don't think it's going to work out as far as this hunt goes, but we are going to give these a test later on. So I'm going to get these Rages hooked up on the bow, on the arrows I'll be using, and we'll set this target out and make sure we're still on. All right, we got the block set up, but before I start shooting, I got to show y'all this. Apparently, this is where all of the rams come to die. This is graveyard. Lone Star cans, which is kind of irritates me a little bit. I hate littering. So pick your cans up. Jesus, put it in a trash bag. It's not that difficult. So apparently you take your trophy and dump the remains 30 yards from your cabin, which is a little interesting. But I mean, hey, it's not my house. I guess that's the way they roll. So anyway, I got the block target set up 20 yards away from the truck. We're gonna see what we can accomplish. Exhibit A, why you always check your stuff before you go out. I'm 1.5 inches to the left, and when I left, I was money. So we're gonna do a couple clicks and reshoot. I call that pretty good, but we're gonna shoot one more round just to double check to make sure. So, like I said, super important to check your bow sights and that they're in before you go out and hunt. I mean, right there, just at 20 yards, I was 1.5 inches, 2 inches left consistently. Little dial in on the money. I mean, that translates 2 inches at 20, realistically 4 inches at 40. That's between a gut shot and a lung shot right there. So make sure you guys are doing it. If you got any questions about how I do it or my setup or anything like that, let me know in the comments. Right now we're just gonna wait on Troy to get here. Hopefully he gets here soon so we can have a Lone Star. Stay with us. Breaking into those new tires, right? That suspension. I don't know how bad.
That big ass thing up there. The old Colorado Casa. That's on the back.
Okay, so 2 things we learned. Thompson Temple is a fantastic person, nice guy. And the second most important thing we learned was all of these rams have the biggest nuts.
They drag on the floor.
On the ground, literally. Like, you'll see pictures later on in the other videos that Troy took. And it's walking away, dragging its nuts. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. So long story short, we saw the place. You guys saw the Hilton. We're getting stayed out before Troy got here. We saw some ribs. And the ram you guys saw inside, we were both like oohing and awing over. It cost like 250 bucks out in the field. So we're probably going to shoot something mammo. We're going to spend a lot of money, but it'll be a blast. So we get to wake up bright and early. We're going to spend the rest of the night, have a big boy drink, something a little stronger than Lone Star, and pack up and leave before the sun comes up, see if we can go get us a ram. Have a good one. Stay knocked up.